Hey, good morning, everyone. Not sure if you've heard the terrific news this morning, but North Korea and South Korea have agreed to come to a peace agreement and stop the war between the two of them. Now, for many of you, you're probably wondering, wait a second, I didn't realize they were at war. But back in the 1950s, North Korea invaded South Korea, and eventually the United States, Canada, China, a whole bunch of other countries got involved, and they ended up stopping the war at the present borderline between the two countries, but they never came to a formal peace agreement, which meant technically they were still at war. And today, what they've agreed to is to end hostilities. Now, in the past, the North Koreans have sank a South Korean ship. They've shelled islands, and of course, with all the nuclear testing, this is definitely a positive step for them to do this. Now, they haven't actually formalized how this is going to happen, but hopefully this is the first good step towards that. Now, on an unrelated note, I reviewed the what is that called? Your research for your final projects, and I found that a lot of people have done some good work so far. That you've got some good initial research, and I provided some links and some comments to help you along with that. But I still have quite a few people who I don't have anything, and it's hard for me to help you along if you don't provide me with that initial research, so I can give you some tips on how to get this thing done. For a lot of people, you did really well on that last assignment about the organizations of Asian and African countries, and at some point I'm going to cut off submitting that, so if you have not submitted that, you really need to get on that sometime soon. Don't forget this weekend that the Uprooted is due. It's an amazing website on the Syrian refugee crisis, and after reviewing it, I hope you think a little bit more about Canada's contribution to the crisis and whether we're actually doing enough to help out the people of Syria. That conflict seems to be drawing to a close, but nevertheless there's still literally millions of people who have been displaced by this, and we really need to be helping them out. So with that said, I hope you have a great weekend.